Right, hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four winds of the earth that believe wholeheartedly in the true doctrine that is being pushed throughout the four winds of the earth, right? Who are also in hope of mercy and salvation during the time of Jacob's trouble, as well as when Yahweh Shai returns to the planet Earth. To you and to you only, I say Shalom, and may Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai continue to rain down grace and mercy upon you and your household. As you can see, we in transit. Um, I'm just going to be speaking on, things I've been uh, seeing prophetic-wise, prophecy-wise, basically just thinking out loud. And one thing that's getting more buzz is these JE PDF files, that they're releasing, which in my opinion, through the spirit, I believe, they're releasing it the way they're releasing it as forms of distraction. Because the shit that I've heard and I've seen, people are totally consumed by those PDF files, right? And they're evidence of straight up crime in these files. But Negro 47, he's still, commander in chief. And all the other names that's mentioned, ain't nobody been locked up yet. See, and this is one of the things, we've been saying. This devil is he's not gonna go to jail, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these people who are high up in society, your politicians, your governors, your mayors, everybody is in those files. Everybody. They all knew. All the politicians knew before Negro 47 became president. Everybody's in that in those files. And not just your politicians, all right, your governors. Now they're gonna start to release the people gonna start going through them files, and you're gonna start to see your favorite celebrities, your favorite rapper, your favorite R&B singer, your favorite actor, your favorite actresses. All right, the chief of police in these different counties, different states. Okay, this is what you're gonna start to see, and the prophets have been telling you. All right, I remember speaking about these things years ago when we were downtown Los Angeles, right before the pandemonic shit, before the COVID pandemonium, right? Before that, we were speaking about the Pizzagate. We were speaking about these SCX trafficking. we've been speaking about these, but majority of the people, see, you people, you had all of, for lack of a better word, all of the luxuries which Babylon provided prior to 2020, right? You were distracted by everything. Because prior to 2020, wasn't nobody really paying attention to what to anything really, except the prophets. But when they started to put the squeeze on your freedoms, that's when you started to pay attention to certain things. All right, when your freedom was being uh, 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 limited. Being stuck in the house, not being able to go to work, you know, and even more so now, jobs are gone, people being laid off. All right, but prior to 2020, the prophets have always been speaking about, especially when it comes to the celebrities, because the majority of the celebrities that have the influence on the planet are the Israelite celebrities, and all of them. It's not one of them that didn't compromise themselves, all right, and who the so-called white man Esau Edom does not have any dirt on, okay? Especially those who have been up in the limelight for 20, 25, 30 years, like Diddy, all right, Snoop Dogg, okay? All these so-called famous people. What you're gonna find out is that they all are some goddamn sons of Canaan, all right? Because these are the rituals that they practice behind closed doors, all right? The rituals they practice are Canaanite rituals, going back to the ancient world, whether it be sacrificing humans, and we've all heard Kanye tell the world that he sacrificed his mother, all right? Michael Jordan sacrificed his father, okay? Uh, uh, what was her name? Jennifer Hudson, her mother. And then after these people did these things, they went on to achieve so-called greatness. Like Jennifer Hudson got her own little show. All right, Michael Jordan won the championship after coming back from baseball. Kanye became a billionaire. All right, but what happened is that our people, their conscience begins to mess with them because of the things that they've done. Not just sacrificing humans, which that's a high satanic ritual. All right. Don't forget about like in the case of Diddy, the sexual rituals, orgies. These are the things that the ancient Canaanites would do, and this is why the Lord told us when we went into the land of Canaan that we were supposed to kill everything and burn everything, lest they become a thorn in our side, and that's what happened. All right, that's exactly what happened, man. Okay, so we're getting ready to see a lot of exposing come 2026. You know, a whole lot of exposing. You're gonna have a lot of guys. The exposing gonna be so great. You're gonna have people leaving the faith. because it ain't gonna be a fashion fad to be an Israelite, because things are gonna take a turn, right? For the for the worst come 2026. It's gonna be dangerous to be an Israelite, okay? Especially if you're an Israelite that's truly about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's work, okay? You're gonna have these uh, uh, these phonies. They're gonna start tucking them fringes in, right? I was looking at a couple of articles before I jumped on the road last night for the People's Voice. It's like I'm like I said, I'm just thinking out loud, thinking in the spirit, speaking in the spirit. But I was checking out a couple articles, and one of the articles, matter of fact, let me see if I could just get the title. One of them was or both of them were dealing with two characters that was around, and they was constantly around going back to the COVID pandemonium, which is one of them was Kill Bates, and then the other one was Dr. Fauci. Now they're back out making statements. And I'm gonna read. Let me show you. Let me get it real quick. I'm just gonna go through the title. I'm not gonna read the. Here's one of them. Just gonna read the title. Lord will, I'll go into them later on when I touch down at home. It says, Bill Gates, I'm tracking and making a list of everyone who calls me a PDF file on social media. So everybody that's going into these PDF files, this is why they releasing it so the way they're releasing it, because and then everybody going into it, they making videos, and these is how these devils are creating their database. All right, and they gonna do what they do. Okay, you marking yourself, especially if you don't have the covering of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, so that's one. So Gil Bates is back in the headlines again, right? Now this one is Dr. Falsely. Peep what he says. Okay, this is the title of the article, and this is on the People's Voice. It says, Falsely says conspiracy theorists must be silenced before elite find themselves hanging from lampposts. Okay, so they are something's getting ready to happen, man. Conspiracy theorists must be silenced before elite find themselves hanging from lampposts. Why would he say that? Because the people are starting to wake up to the bullshit. And the way they want to silence the conspiracy theorists, one way they're going to do it is through Project Zypher. All right, you just had up in San Francisco last week. Or was that earlier this week? Or Sunday or something? I believe it was like Sunday. You had in San Francisco, you had that blackout. All right, where the power was out, all them self-driving cars was going crazy. All right, So these devils, what they're doing is they're doing test runs, which when they shut it down, you know, they want to make sure everything is going to go according to what they think is going to happen. All right. So and now you starting to see the weather weapons. All right. They talking about over 1 trillion gallons of water supposed to be dumped on California. Right. So going back to this falsely, why would he make a statement like that? Like I said, because the people are starting to wake up to what the hell is going on as far as how crooked their government is, especially with the PDF files coming out and ain't nobody going to jail. All you see is the American people going into them and reading documented crimes against children. One of them was even a 13-year-old girl, which was pregnant, right? Which they offed the baby and then threw it in the I think it was the Michigan River, I think it is, or something like one of them rivers in the Midwest. Okay, they offed the baby when the baby was when the young teenage girl had the baby, because it was a baby of they say it was of Nero 47. All right, and once the baby was unalive, they threw it in one of them rivers in the Midwest. Okay, this is what's all in them files. They got pictures, you know, they got pictures of these grown ass Edomite men, you know, shirtless in the bed with a bunch of literal little girls, man. And wait till they release the files and show the boys. See, because it ain't just girls that these devils are into, man. They like little boys too. All right, and all these things are gonna be released on a timely fashion, just like they're doing. Because what they really want is for the people to react. They want the people to do something, right? Because they want to bring in another problem reaction solution. All right. They need the people to take to the streets. They need the people to uproar against the government. And based upon Dr. Fauci's statement that the conspiracy theorists need to be silenced, all right, before the elite be hanging from lampposts, all right, it's a recipe for straight up disaster and destruction. And then all of a sudden he's back in uh, uh, giving his 2 cents. All right, we ain't seen this devil in years. Now he's back. So they trying to incite the people. They want to incite the people to do something. And I believe come 2026, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will stir things up that much more. All right, a lot more. I was checking out this bodyguard who he's a bodyguard for celebrities, mainly celebrity women, models, and whatnot. He's known in the industry. Uh, his name is Big Homie CC. In one of his latest interviews he was doing, he was saying that his higher up connect is saying that they're not making no plans after 2026 because the world is going to be in chaos. So they're not even making plans for after 2026. Okay, so it's something it's in the air. All right, it's in the air that things are getting ready to take that turn, and this could very well be the last Passover we have here in Babylon the Great. All right, because I believe the Lord is going to allow His elect, all right, to keep that Passover, right? And I believe after that Passover, we're going to see things ramp up. We're going to see things ramp up before the Passover. But I'm in the spirit, I'm just speaking as a man. After the Passover, I believe, we may see things to where shutdowns are going to be happening and power outages and things of that nature to where people can't move around. All right, the way they want to. Societal changing events after the Passover. And that's just me speaking as a man. So there's a lot to look forward to, man. We still got the economy. All right, the economy is real shaky. Money is, you know, this Federal Reserve note is getting ready to crash. I believe it was, well, I believe it was Russia, if I'm not mistaken, have converted their monies to the yuan or some, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But the Federal Reserve note is becoming less and less valuable out there in the world. This is why uh, they're gearing up to attack Venezuela because they want them oil reserves, because Venezuela has the biggest oil reserves in the world. They want that. All right, and if they can control that, then the dollar will stay afloat. But that's not going to be the case because we're in a time of this man going down. And we're in the time of judgment and prophecy raining out. So the Lord is not going to allow this dollar to continue. Okay? So we're going to see a chain reaction of events come 2026, man. And it's going to take rock solid, pure faith, all right, for us to endure hardness as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai, believers. And that goes for the men and the women, the true believers. Because we're getting ready to see, things are getting ready to take turns for the worse out here, man. All right? You can feel it in the air, man. And if you can't, you need to lock in. Pray, fast if you need to. All right? Because things are getting ready to take that turn, man. Things are heavy in the spirit right now. Satan attacking hard, because we that close to Yahweh Shai's return. We that much more close to the days of trouble. All right, like it is written in Second Ezra's the 16th chapter. The Lord told us the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same, and let not your sins weigh you down, neither thine iniquities lift up themselves. Okay, that's how you know we close. All right, the way Satan attacking. I know we all being attacked right now. Satan trying to go hard on all of us. That's how you know we that close. we that much more closer, man. All right, to these things spilling over. So yeah, man, I'm gonna end it there. Like I said, this was just a in transit, thinking out loud in the spirit, and we on to the next video. Shalom.